I found a horror video online, millions of views, and it freaked people out. So I did what most people wouldn't. I recreated it, using only free AI tools. No camera, no budget, just an idea. And the challenge to see if AI could actually make something terrifying. We built everything from scratch, from the script to the final cinematic shots. And by the end, we had created a horror film that felt real and maybe even more disturbing than the original. Here's exactly how we did it, step by step. We set out to create a legit horror video. Not just a creepy clip, but a full video that could actually be monetized. And we wanted to do it 100% with AI. First, we came up with the idea. Someone watches a cursed video and begins seeing something in the mirror that isn't there. Simple, eerie, and visual. We opened ChatGPT and gave it this prompt. Write a short horror story where a person watches a cursed video and begins seeing a figure in the mirror, but only in the reflection. In seconds, we had a working story. A slow burn script with found footage elements and disturbing reveals. We tightened the dialogue, adjusted the pacing, and cut anything that felt like filler. What was left was original, intense, and most importantly, safe for YouTube monetization. Then we copied the script and got ready for voiceover. Now that we had our script locked in, it was time to bring it to life with a voice. We used Typecast, a free AI voice generator. It's fast, realistic, and gives you dozens of voice options. We pasted our script directly into Typecast, then tested a few different tones: calm, disturbed, whispers. Eventually, we found one that hit the perfect balance, natural and eerie without sounding robotic. No microphone, no acting skills, just clean, consistent narration you can use in any horror video. And because it's AI generated with your original script, it's fully monetizable. If you want to try Typecast yourself, we added a link in the description and pinned comment. Once our voiceover was locked in, we needed visuals. Eerie, cinematic horror shots that felt real. Normally tools like Gemini Pro and Veo 3 require a subscription, but we found a method that unlocks full access, totally free and unlimited. First, we went back to ChatGPT with our horror script. We asked it to break the story into individual scenes and turn each one into a detailed text-to-video prompt. These prompts gave us exactly what we needed: dark atmosphere, visual tension, and slow burn horror built into every line. Then we unlocked Gemini Pro using a little-known free method. We visited Google Cloud. It instantly gave us pro-level access to Gemini. We opened Gemini in a private browser tab, clicked on the video tab, and began generating. Each scene took about 2-3 minutes. What we got was stunning. High-definition horror shots, realistic motion, shadows that moved just enough to feel wrong. That's how we built our film, scene by scene, using nothing but ChatGPT, Gemini, and the right prompts. Once we had the visuals, we needed to make the world feel alive or maybe haunted. In horror, music and sound design aren't just extras, they're what make your skin crawl. We used Epidemic sound, which gives you full access to their entire library for 30 days, totally free. We searched for tracks that weren't just background filler, but actual tension builders. Dark ambient drones, cinematic pulses, textures that almost felt like they were breathing. And the best part? Because it's all licensed through the free trial, it's fully monetizable and completely safe under YouTube's new AI rules. Now we had everything: voiceover, visuals, music, sound. We opened CapCut for desktop, which is free, simple, and powerful enough to handle high-res editing with no issues. Scene by scene, we lined up the Typecast narration with the Veo 3 visuals. We adjusted the pacing, let silences breathe, and carefully placed every music cue and sound effect. It wasn't just editing, it was sculpting the tension, letting the horror build slowly and hit hard when it finally arrived. What we ended up with was something eerie, cinematic, and most importantly, completely policy safe, because we built it all ourselves. So even under YouTube's strict July 15 AI policy, we didn't have to label it as altered or synthetic, because this isn't a trick. It's not mimicry, it's original storytelling, powered by free tools and safe for monetization. When it was done, it didn't feel like an AI project anymore. It felt like a real horror film, and somehow that made it even more unsettling. See the results and decide for yourself.
He found a strange video online. It showed a dark hallway and a figure at the end. No sound, no jump scare, just static. He laughed and went to bed. Then he looked in the mirror. Behind him was the figure. He turned around. Nothing there. Looked back. It was closer. Every mirror showed it. Closer. Every time. He smashed them all. No reflections. No figure. Until he saw it in a puddle. It was right behind him. That night, he broke the last mirror, but the figure didn't disappear. It stepped out. Now, it was in the room.
That's how we did it. A full horror video created entirely with free AI tools. No actors, no cameras, no sets. Just a story, some text, and the right tools to bring it all together. It started with a single idea, then a script, then a voice, and now something that feels real. This is where horror is headed. Quiet, creeping, synthetic, and somehow more human than ever. Watch closely, because the next one might be watching you.